The scene introduces the question of whether feeling like life is a simulation is normal. It establishes the central theme of exploring the feeling of unreality. The exploration includes potential origins of this feeling. The opening sets the stage for investigating the simulation hypothesis. Daily life in a bustling city often presents repetitive patterns. This repetition can lead to a feeling of predictability. The sensation of routine may stem from philosophical reflection. Alternatively, it could arise as a psychological response to the environment. The simulation hypothesis proposes that reality could be artificially simulated. Advanced civilizations might possess the technology to create simulated realities. These simulations could be indistinguishable from a real world. A core tenet is that we could unknowingly exist within such a simulation. This concept is explored by both philosophers and scientists. It raises fundamental questions about the nature of existence and reality. The simulation hypothesis explores the possibility that our reality is computer-generated. Advanced simulations are being seriously considered by physicists. Tech leaders are also exploring the potential implications of simulated realities. High-tech labs are being developed to explore the boundaries of simulation technology. These labs aim to create increasingly realistic and complex simulated environments. The research seeks to understand the nature of reality and the limits of technological simulation. Many individuals report experiencing the sensation of living within a simulated reality. This feeling prompts the question of why this perception is so widespread. Exploring the potential reasons behind this phenomenon requires examining various psychological and philosophical perspectives. The prevalence of this feeling may be linked to technological advancements and increasing immersion in virtual environments. Further investigation is needed to fully understand the underlying causes and implications of this subjective experience. This section visually represents derealization. It also depicts existential detachment. The abstract mindscape clarifies the nature of these feelings. Experiencing derealization does not automatically indicate a mental health problem. Existential detachment, similarly, is not inherently pathological. The scene depicts ordinary daily activities. These activities possess a slightly distorted or unreal quality. This unreality may reflect a natural response to modern life. The feeling of unreality is presented as a potential consequence of contemporary living. The human brain is inherently designed to identify patterns. This capability is fundamental to how the brain processes information. The brain is wired to recognize recurring sequences and relationships. Pattern recognition allows the brain to make predictions and understand the world. Identifying rules and consistencies is a key function of the brain's architecture. Repetitive tasks are actions or activities that are performed in the same way over and over again. These tasks often involve a fixed sequence of steps or movements. Routines are a series of repetitive tasks that are performed regularly. When life becomes dominated by repetitive tasks and routines, it can lead to a feeling of being stuck in a loop. This feeling can be characterized by a lack of novelty or change. The monotony of repetition can create a sense of stagnation and dissatisfaction. Social interactions can sometimes appear scripted or predictable. This perception arises when social behaviors follow expected patterns. The feeling of scripted interactions can contribute to a sense of artificiality. This artificiality may lead to the feeling of living in a simulation. Predictable social behavior can thus alter one's perception of reality. Certain feelings can create a sense that life is a simulation. However, these feelings do not definitively prove that life is, in fact, a simulation. Instead, these feelings offer insight into why the idea of a simulated reality might resonate. The feelings provide a subjective experience that aligns with the concept of simulation. Understanding these feelings helps explain the appeal and persistence of the simulation hypothesis. Algorithms are visually represented to illustrate their impact on online experiences. These algorithms actively shape and filter the information users encounter. Technology employs algorithms to optimize the presentation of online content. This optimization process influences the reality perceived by users. The visualization highlights how algorithms curate and personalize online environments. Understanding these algorithms is crucial for navigating the digital world. Screens are increasingly mediating our perception of reality. This mediation involves the use of digital interfaces to interact with and interpret the world. The growing reliance on screens contributes to the artificiality of our environment. Artificiality, in this context, refers to the simulated or constructed nature of experiences. The interface is designed to mediate reality, enhancing or altering our direct experiences. Artificial intelligence is increasingly capable of mimicking human behavior. This mimicry suggests a growing resemblance between our environment and simulations. AI algorithms are designed to replicate human actions and decision-making processes. The increasing sophistication of AI raises questions about the nature of reality and perception. Digital filters are applied to a cityscape, visually altering its appearance. These filters demonstrate how digital technology can shape our perception of reality. The altered cityscape represents the influence of digital enhancements on our visual experiences. This illustrates the digitally mediated nature of modern visual information. Reality can sometimes feel artificial. This feeling may stem from the partial influence of digital elements. Digital influences are increasingly shaping our perceptions. The integration of digital aspects can contribute to a sense of artificiality in everyday experiences. Plato's cave is a philosophical allegory exploring the nature of reality and knowledge. It questions what we perceive as real versus the true form of reality. The allegory illustrates the limitations of human perception and understanding. It encourages critical thinking about the sources and validity of our knowledge. René Descartes is a central figure in the philosophical tradition of questioning reality. His method involved systematic doubt as a means to arrive at certain knowledge. Descartes challenged the reliability of sensory experience and traditional beliefs. This process of questioning was aimed at discovering foundational truths. The contemplation of doubt is a key aspect of Descartes' philosophical approach. Eastern philosophy often explores the nature of reality and illusion. Questioning the perceived reality is a central theme in many Eastern traditions. This questioning is not viewed as a sign of mental disorder. Instead, it is seen as a sign of heightened awareness and critical thinking. Exploring illusion is a path to deeper understanding in Eastern thought. This section explores the contrasting effects of curiosity and fear. Curiosity is visually represented as an expanding force. Fear, conversely, is depicted as a contracting force. The scene emphasizes the divergent ways we respond to feelings of unreality. Curiosity encourages exploration and openness to the unknown. Fear prompts withdrawal and a desire for the familiar and safe. Anxiety can manifest as feelings of unreality and disconnection. These strong feelings may indicate a need for grounding techniques. Grounding exercises help reconnect with the present moment. The scene visually represents the internal experience of anxiety. Addressing these feelings is important for mental well-being. Grounding techniques are strategies used to reconnect with the present moment. These techniques can help manage overwhelming feelings and sensations. Deep breathing exercises are a common grounding method. Connecting with nature, such as touching grass or trees, is another effective technique. The core of the solution involves reconnection. It is not about disproving the validity of reality. The focus shifts towards the physical body. It also emphasizes being present in the moment. Reconnecting with the body enhances this presence. This reconnection is key to the overall solution. The scene depicts visuals of expanding consciousness. It also shows the loosening of one's sense of identity. However, an alternative interpretation is presented. The feeling could represent waking up to a broader perspective. This suggests a shift in awareness. It implies a move towards a more encompassing understanding. The old world refers to a familiar, established environment or way of life. A sense of unreality arises within this familiar setting. This feeling stems from an expanded awareness. Expanded awareness alters one's perception of the old world. The individual is no longer fully immersed or contained within it. This detachment contributes to the sensation of the old world feeling unreal. The simulation hypothesis posits that our perceived reality could be an artificial construct. This raises fundamental questions about the nature of existence and our place within it. One philosophical inquiry is whether the simulated nature of life alters its inherent value. Ultimately, the significance of life, simulated or not, remains a subject of individual interpretation. Pain and love are central themes explored within the simulation. Visual representations of pain are juxtaposed with those of love. The simulation aims to convey the genuine nature of these experiences. Even within a simulated environment, pain and love are portrayed as real. Choices are fundamental in shaping experiences. The act of choosing inherently leads to specific outcomes. Consequences are an unavoidable aspect of decision-making. The nature of reality does not negate the impact of choices. Even in simulated or altered realities, choices carry weight. Therefore, every choice, regardless of context, has subsequent effects. The concept of meaning is highlighted as a critical element. Its importance is amplified, especially within the context of a simulated environment. This suggests that meaning plays a vital role in understanding and navigating simulations. The emphasis on meaning implies its potential impact on behavior and decision-making. Meaning likely provides a framework for interpreting events and actions within the simulation. Therefore, understanding the construction and perception of meaning is crucial in simulated settings. The simulation raises questions about the significance of existence within artificial environments. Even within a simulated reality, the manner in which one lives retains importance. Ethical considerations and personal values remain relevant, regardless of the environment's authenticity. The choices made and the actions taken within the simulation still carry weight. Ultimately, the simulation underscores the enduring value of a meaningful and purposeful life, even in artificial constructs. The city at night visually represents the concept of a simulated reality. The scene aims to reflect the feeling that the world operates like a simulation. This visual representation is designed to resonate with viewers. The intention is to normalize the sensation of experiencing reality as a simulation. The cityscape serves as a backdrop to reinforce this feeling of simulated existence. Ultimately, the scene suggests that perceiving the world as a simulation is a common sentiment. The feeling of unreality can be interpreted as a cue. This cue suggests the need to decelerate from the current pace. Slowing down allows for a deeper engagement with the present moment. Ultimately, this facilitates a reconnection with oneself and the surrounding environment. The feeling of unreality can be a profound and unsettling experience. One effective response to this feeling is to actively choose meaning. Choosing meaning involves identifying values and purposes that resonate with the individual. This process can provide a sense of grounding and direction. Meaning acts as an anchor, helping to reconnect with a sense of reality. Therefore, actively seeking and defining meaning is a vital coping mechanism. The scene concludes by emphasizing the presence of a real moment. This suggests that the experience holds genuine significance. The reality of the moment exists, irrespective of its simulated nature. The distinction between simulated and real becomes less important. The focus shifts towards the authentic emotions and experiences. The moment's impact is validated by its emotional resonance. Simulations are used in gaming to create interactive virtual worlds. These simulations allow players to experience realistic or fantastical scenarios. Scientific modeling employs simulations to study complex systems. These models help researchers understand and predict real-world phenomena. Visual time distortion involves altering the perceived flow of time in a visual medium. This can be achieved through techniques like slow motion, where time appears to stretch. Conversely, accelerated sequences compress time, creating a sense of rapid progression. These distortions can evoke sensations of time feeling compressed or expanded. Looping sequences, another form of time distortion, create a cyclical or repetitive temporal experience. The brain is adept at identifying visual patterns. It can also recognize sequences within these patterns. This ability allows the brain to anticipate future events. Anticipation is based on learned patterns in the environment. Social media feeds use algorithms to curate content. These algorithms filter information based on user data and preferences. This creates a personalized experience for each user. Personalization can result in an artificial or biased view of reality. Philosophical debates involve ongoing discussions about fundamental aspects of reality. These debates aim to explore and understand the nature of existence. Participants critically examine different perspectives and arguments. The process fosters intellectual growth and a deeper understanding of complex concepts. The nervous system serves as a crucial link between the mind and body. It facilitates communication and coordination of bodily functions. Grounding techniques are important for nervous system regulation. Grounding helps to anchor oneself in the present moment. This can reduce feelings of anxiety and promote a sense of calm. Therefore, grounding practices support overall nervous system health. Visuals that expand in scope symbolize seeing life from a broader perspective. This can be represented by zooming out from a close-up to a wide shot. The technique allows for a more comprehensive understanding. It encourages viewers to consider the bigger picture. A simulated world is presented as a visually compelling environment. This simulated reality prompts viewers to consider the nature of existence. The simulation raises questions about what constitutes real. It encourages reflection on the significance of meaning within any reality. The visual presentation is designed to enhance these philosophical considerations. Ultimately, the simulated world underscores the importance of purpose. Artificial intelligence, AI, is rapidly advancing, impacting various aspects of modern life. AI algorithms are now capable of generating realistic images and coherent text. This capability blurs the distinction between authentic reality and AI-created simulations. The increasing sophistication of AI raises important questions about authenticity and perception. The scene depicts a world undergoing rapid technological evolution. This rapid advancement suggests the increasing feasibility of creating advanced simulations. The pace of innovation highlights the potential for sophisticated virtual environments. These simulations could replicate or even surpass real-world experiences. The advancements underscore the plausibility of highly realistic and complex simulated realities. The scene represents a state of memory recall. Memories appear disjointed and disconnected. This disjointedness creates a sense of fragmentation. The fragmented memories evoke a feeling of detachment from reality. Reality seems distant and unclear. The overall impression is one of distorted or incomplete recollection. Predictive text anticipates user input on devices like phones. Algorithms analyze patterns in user behavior to suggest words and phrases. This technology aims to streamline communication and improve efficiency. Predictive text exemplifies how algorithms can anticipate human actions. Deepfakes are artificially created media that are difficult to distinguish from reality. They use advanced technology to manipulate visual and audio content. This manipulation can create artificial realities. These realities can be presented as authentic. Deepfakes highlight the potential of technology to blur the line between truth and fabrication. Existential questioning explores the fundamental nature of existence. It delves into the meaning, purpose, and value of human life. This form of inquiry often questions reality and its perceived limitations. It has deep philosophical roots, tracing back to ancient thinkers. Contemplating existence involves introspection and critical self-reflection. Sensory overload represents a state of being overwhelmed by external stimuli. This condition can lead to feelings of anxiety and distress. It often results in a sense of disconnection from the surrounding environment. The experience is characterized by an inability to process the volume of sensory input effectively. This overwhelming sensation can significantly impact one's ability to function and interact with the world. Shifting perspectives can induce a sense of unreality. This feeling arises from altered viewpoints and interpretations. A kaleidoscope symbolizes these constantly changing viewpoints. Each turn of the kaleidoscope presents a new arrangement. This represents how different perspectives can reshape our understanding of reality.